Tick, tock, whoosh. In Professor Hoot's workshop, sunlight streamed through dusty windows, glinting off shelves stacked with gears, books, and curious gadgets. Against the far wall stood a tall, golden clock, its face marked with mysterious symbols instead of numbers. "Just one little adjustment," Professor Hoot muttered, tightening his spectacles and turning a brass key. The clock hand spun wildly, faster and faster. Lights flashed in a rainbow whirl, and the air hummed with energy. Professor?" Panda said nervously. Before anyone could move, the clock's center rippled like water, forming a swirling vortex that filled the room. "Hold on," Panda cried, grabbing Milo Monkey's arm. With a loud whoosh, they were pulled inside. They landed on warm golden sand under a blazing sun. A dry wind swept past, carrying the scent of desert and history. In the distance, enormous pyramids rose toward the sky, their tips gleaming in the sunlight. "Wow," whispered Milo Monkey, shading his eyes. Professor Hoot adjusted his spectacles. These pyramids were built thousands of years ago as tombs for the pharaohs, the kings of ancient Egypt. They stepped into the cool shadow of one pyramid and peeked inside. The stone walls were covered in colorful hieroglyphics, tiny pictures of birds, eyes, waves, and more. "It's like a secret picture code," Panda said, tracing the carvings with his paw. Whoosh! The sand vanished, and the air turned crisp. They stood in a stone courtyard surrounded by towering castle walls. Banners flapped overhead, and the clang of metal echoed all around. Knights marched by in shining armor, swords at their sides. "Try this on," said a friendly knight, handing Panda a heavy helmet. Panda slipped it on and nearly tipped over. "How do they even move in this?" he groaned. Professor Hoot chuckled. "Medieval armor was heavy, but it offered great protection during battles." In the corner, Milo spotted a long banquet table piled high with roasted meat and bread. "And I bet they had feasts like this too," he grinned. Whoosh! Suddenly, they were weightless. They floated in zero gravity, silver dust sparkling beneath their feet. The ground was gray and rocky, stretching endlessly under a black sky. They were on the moon. A flag waved in the distance, and an astronaut bounced toward them, each step slow and floaty. "This is how we move in low gravity," the astronaut said, demonstrating a moon hop. They turned to look back at Earth, a glowing blue marble suspended in the darkness. "It's so beautiful," Panda whispered. Whoosh! They tumbled out of the vortex and landed in a heap on the workshop floor. On the workbench sat a shimmering photo album. Curious, Panda opened it. "It's a history photo album," he gasped. Each page showed a vivid picture from their adventures. The golden pyramids, the bustling castle courtyard, the quiet surface of the moon. Professor Hoot smiled warmly. "Now you can revisit history anytime without leaving home." Want to travel through time with your imagination? In the Reading Comprehension Workbook, you can read exciting passages about history and discover amazing facts. The link's below.
If you'd like more stories, check out our other books.
Thanks for joining today's adventure with Polymath Panda and friends. If your child loved this story, they'll discover even more fun with our Polymath Panda activity books. From math puzzles and reading challenges to coloring pages and spelling games, every book is designed to make learning exciting. You'll see just a few of our books on the screen. Just scan the QR code to explore the whole collection on Amazon. Keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, the best adventures begin with a story.